It's not the place you'd expect to settle in for a movie night, but a graveyard has become the popular spot for film lovers in Los Angeles. Huge crowds are flocking to the outdoor cinema, screening cult classics in the resting place of Hollywood greats.
Hollywood is perhaps the only place in the world where people actually queue for hours, hoping to get a really good spot in a cemetery. But there's no funeral here tonight. Instead, it's movie night at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. And to stick with the macabre theme, 4,000 people are picnicking near the graves and watching Alfred Hitchcock's masterpiece, Psycho. John Wyatt is the organiser.
I think Hitch himself would be tickled to know that we're showing it in a cemetery. I think he would love that.
If you are going to watch a movie in a graveyard, well, it would be hard to find a better place than this, because around here, well, we're absolutely surrounded by movie stars from the past. Mickey Rooney is just over there, resting in peace. Jane Mansfield across the road. And Cecil B. DeMille, the great director, well, he'd be more than happy to think that one of the great movies of our time is being shown right here in his neighborhood.
Right here we have Paramount Studios on our flank, and behind us the Cathedral Mausoleum, where Peter Lorre is buried, Rudolph Valentino.
And before it all starts, well, there are plenty of other things to do as well.
What's happening at the end of this line, so every month when Cinespia holds a special event here, they create a themed photo booth that ties in with the film. So everybody gets in a long line to go take a picture in a hopefully screen-accurate representation of what's in the movie.
Okay, and I'm sure there's going to be a shower curtain.
I'm sure there's going to be a shower curtain.
A lot of people who come have family buried here, and they might go visit a family member, then come over to a movie.
And one of those is 89-year-old Barbara Hardesty, who's here visiting departed husband Jack before heading on over for a picnic and a movie. So what do you think now about the holding movies in the cemetery where you're going to end up as well? Jack's already here, of course.
Absolutely. There's Jack's grave right there with room for my name, but I don't intend to occupy it anytime soon because the computer told me I'm going to live to 104.
And what do you think about the fact that they're holding movies here now, just right there?
It just absolutely blows my mind.
A lot of people might think, including you, seeing this is where you're going to be, this is your last resting spot, that it might be a bit disrespectful.
I don't feel that way. It wouldn't bother me.
So you'd be happy they'll be around you?
Right, as long as I'm having a good time.
You're going to have plenty of company by the look of it.
Yeah, right. And I like to have a good time, so I like to see other people have a good time also.
Yeah. And thanks to Alfred Hitchcock, we did indeed all have a good time. In Hollywood, Robert Penfold, 9 News.